Hey, this is Daddy's Workshop of the Carolinas, where we treasure things made and restored by hand. Today, just going to do a short video on cleaning up small metal parts for vintage machinery. We're going to see today how we can go from something like this that's been slathered with tons of paint through the years, get it to something like this that's at least clean and down to the bare metal, and then all the way until it's buffed so you can see your reflection in it. Right? Or in the case of spinner handles, to go from something like this something that's got more shine. So stay tuned for a short video on cleaning, de-rusting, removing paint, and buffing out small metal parts for vintage machinery.
So here we are starting on the wire wheel, and this will help remove any loose paint, rust, or debris from small parts like this. The main thing to keep in mind with a wire wheel is that it does shed wire over time, so make sure to wear your safety goggles and any other protective gear because those flying wires certainly can cause injury. Then from the wire wheel, I'm going to take it over to this grinder or buffer. This actually is a 1750 RPM. This is a good speed for buffing especially. And I have two Scotch Brite wheels here. The burgundy one is 220 grit, and then the blue one is 400 grit. And I like these wheels a lot. Wire wheels have their place and can sort of get into nooks and crannies a little better than these, but these wheels don't shed, and so they're a good next step after a wire wheel. Again, these are by Scotch Brite, and this is the 220 grit and 400 grit, which does a good job once you've got to bare metal from the wire wheel.
All right, good progress is being made. Now we'll buff them out.
And then we go on to the buffing wheel here. These are cloth buffing wheels, and I just put a little abrasive compound on there that's meant for buffing these out. On the left side I have a wheel that's a little more coarse and dense, and then on the right I have a cloth wheel that's a little more flexible. So I go from left to right here and just working my way on the metal surfaces, checking to see and make sure I'm getting it to actually buff out and not get cloudy. Done with the locking knobs, and now I'm onto the spinners.
And so there you have it, a little time on the wire wheel, and then this abrasive wheel, and then the buffing wheel. And we end up with mirror-like knobs and spinners. Pretty simple, lots of techniques to do so. That's how I do it. And if I can do it, you can do it.
And so here's just one more before and after shot. You can see what we started with and what we ended up with. Pretty simple, doesn't take too long. Hope this helps. Peace.